do. Everybody that wants to be is because that, man, you got an alligator on your shirt, or man, you know, I wear polo, or I do this, or I wear Maui Jims, or I do. Everything in our society forms us and moves us in what we do, and it's a part of society. And so a lot of times that it is that we look is a certain, and whether it is, as Brother Branham said, and it seems like it might be far-fetched, but we'll look at a movie star, which is amazing. The movie and television industry is such few people. It's kind of like Brother Branham said about Russia. He says only 1% of Russia is communist. It's only run by a few people, and they run the whole country. So it is that a movie star can wear something, and I remember when it came out is that to wear a sport coat with jeans. That used to be, you would not do that. It was taboo. You didn't do it. One movie star can do it. Everybody wants to do it. Or you might have a girl, you might have somebody that you look at, the way they dress, the way that they do their hair. It was like a few years ago, as the older movie stars it was to, or what was that model? Is she had that, I can't even think of her name, had the little stupid little dog. Everybody had to have one of them stupid little dogs. If you have one of them little dogs. Sorry, and it doesn't mean you did it because of that, but it became popular and people carrying around these dogs in their purses and stuff like that because she did it. Then it became the movie stars that they wanted to, is that the 40-year-old movie stars started having babies. Well, all of the women had to have babies because they have babies now. It becomes a thing. So we do. Brother Branham said it. That's how come it has to be. It's not me. Brother Branham said it. That was the prophet. He said, that's what it is. That's where we are. You are influenced by somebody. Right. And you're usually influenced by your friends. And it will be that who you're around and what you do, who you hang around with, you take on one another's spirit. You take on one another's nature. And you can tell that it can be that if you hang around with somebody or you're around, you can tell sometimes who they've been around just by the way that they act, maybe by the way that they dress. It's like, oh, now they're friends with him. See the way she dresses, see the way that he does. They're together. It's the way that it is. It is that if you go someplace that, one of the biggest things when we started Young Foundations is that I can remember one time is in the back when we had all the volleyballs back there. Very many of you probably wasn't here. We had like 600 kids in the back. And I remember that some kids really struggling and living in the world, knew that they were living in the world. And this car drove up and it had 4 people in it and they were from Texas. And these guys, I think they were from Texas, or it doesn't matter. Anyway, they came up. And there's a rough bunch of kids that was in there. And I seen them pull up, and they got into the crowd of kids, and they're going through the crowd. And within an hour, these kids that were locally, that was from Jeffersonville that was there, all of them they're hooked up together, all 8 of them all got in the